This video is brought to you by Paperlike. In 2015, Apple brought a brand new color option to the iPhone known as rose gold, and I have to say this color here has to honestly be hands down one of the best iPhone colors that Apple has ever made for any iPhone series, and something about this color just makes this phone feel so much more special and premium. I think the fact that this device even came in rose gold in the first place definitely kind of set this apart from all the different color options that they had, and in today's video we're talking a little bit more about what really happened to the official rose gold color that is no longer being offered today. Now, of course, this device here that we have is the iPhone 6s in this beautiful rose gold finish. It's scuffed up a little bit, but we have to remember this device is almost 10 years old. Crazy to think about. I know, time seriously does fly. The iPhone 6s launched alongside the 6s Plus in September of 2015, which I also have right over here in that space gray finish. But personally though, I think rose gold was definitely the winner when it came to the color options. Now, I also kind of like to think of this iPhone as like the unicorn iPhone, mainly because this was the last ever iPhone to come with a headphone jack, but also the first iPhone to come with 3D touch. Both of these features paired with that rose gold finish, and the fact that this thing is still running iOS 9 literally makes this like one of the most rarest iPhones, and I wouldn't be able to have made this video without the help of Herman as well, so shout out to him. He's the one who actually sent this over for me for today's video. And yeah, I mean, this phone is just, it's such a special device. But you guys are probably wondering, why did the rose gold color even end up leaving in the first place? You know, this is such a special, such a cool color. And all I have to say to that, guys, is think of the year 2016. Think back to when the iPhone 6s came out around the end of 2015 and your close friends or family members bought this phone for the very first time. Which color did they end up going for in most cases? Was it rose gold? Did you see the rose gold color being offered by any other companies other than Apple? Chances are it's not just you. Rose gold was kind of like the trend in 2016. I think rose gold was definitely a trend that wasn't meant to last forever. And this is actually pretty consistent with how Apple has rolled out other colors and discontinued colors as well. For example, in 2013, when the iPhone 5s came out, this was the first time Apple ever introduced a third color to the iPhone lineup, with the exception of the 5C, of course. And the gold color on the 5s was kind of like the signature finish. But now fast forward to 2023, gold was quietly phased out for the first time ever with the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. And yeah, I'm just kind of surprised with how long gold actually stuck around. I wasn't the biggest fan of it and thought it would have been phased out years ago, but I guess every color really just depends. What's also interesting is that the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus both came in pink. It's not quite rose gold, but it's a great alternative, and this is a pretty good sign that Apple is always experimenting with the different shades of pink, and a certain color that you see in one generation of the iPhone doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be available in the next generation of the iPhone, if that makes sense. Only time will tell which color Apple ends up going with the next generation of the iPhone, but I also like the fact that Apple has experimented with a lot of different shades of colors. Some stick around, some don't, but it's definitely interesting to see from a product standpoint, just the type of different colors that they actually end up offering for these iPhones. It would, however, be interesting to know which color option Apple plans to phase out next. It's probably not going to be black or white, since those are kind of like the signature iPhone colors and are also quite neutral, but those colors are definitely here to stay. But let me know in the comment section below which color you guys think Apple should phase out next. Now, I also think it's kind of cool to look back at how this whole rose gold trend even started in the first place. If you think about it, it sort of dates back to the first ever Apple Watch. Remember the Apple Watch Edition, which came in both a gold and rose gold 18 karat case. This thing here started at $10,000. I'm not even kidding. And if you haven't already guessed by now, that $10,000 Apple Watch is now obsolete. Apple does not provide any updates to it anymore. And if you break it, well, Apple's not going to fix it anymore because it's considered an obsolete product. It's kind of like taking the original iPhone 5s into the Apple Store today to replace your battery. It's sad, but it's true because these phones do end up getting phased out, and so do these Apple Watches. And I think the fact that we even got an iPhone 6s in the rose gold color in the first place was pretty cool, but it kind of comes to show that this was not really a long-term solution for Apple. But I would love to see it come back, maybe on the Pro iPhone series. Hint, hint, Apple. If you're watching this video, please bring it back. I would love to see it come back, even on devices like my iPad mini 6th generation, which I have right over here. It'd be pretty cool to see. And speaking of the iPad mini, I did want to take a quick moment to talk about today's video sponsor, Paperlike. Over the past month, I've been testing out the Paperlike 2.1 screen protector, which is hands down the best screen protector that I've used for the iPad. It offers that same papery feeling and stroke resistance that the original Paperlike 2 offered, and it's literally been perfect for sketching out video thumbnails and taking notes. It genuinely feels like I'm writing on a piece of paper. Like, just listen to that sound. I love hearing that paper-like feeling. Now, I honestly really did not get the hype of iPad until I finally got one last year, and it's been the perfect device for productivity, and the Paperlike 2.1 makes the experience just so much more enjoyable. And you may have noticed I also have the Paperlike pencil grip right over here for the Apple Pencil. It comes in 2 different sizes and slides onto the pencil very easily. This really helps improve precision when you're writing, drawing, taking notes, all that awesome stuff. It also gives like that nice cushiony feeling when you're actually holding the Apple Pencil. And yeah, if you guys are interested in all these products, you guys can check out the Paperlike 2.1, available for all major iPads, and also check out their other products, all linked down below, paperlike.com/iClassic. And thank you so much to Paperlike for sponsoring this portion of today's video. But yeah, back to the iPhone 6s in this beautiful rose gold finish. I just can't even believe that I'm able to use this phone today. Like, I remember back in high school, like, this is the device that I really wanted, especially on iOS 9. And the fact that it is running iOS 9 makes it so much more special. And shout out to Herman once again. He's the one who actually bought this device off of, I think, Mercari. He got a pretty good deal on it, but it just so happened to be running iOS 9, which makes this a little bit more rare for an Apple collector, which is pretty cool to see. And we actually filmed with this device last year when I was in Michigan shooting some content with him. You guys can check that out. I'll have it linked at the top right of this video. So yeah, definitely check that video out. We showcase this device and all of its features and all that awesome stuff. But yeah, I mean, just rose gold is such a beautiful device. If you guys have an opportunity to buy one, even if it's not running iOS 9, like, pick one up if it's in good condition. Like, I think a lot of Apple collectors can appreciate how cool this color really was. So yeah, definitely a very special device. And also, Herman has this really cool wallpaper pack that I've been using on my iPhone. He has no idea that I'm talking about this in today's video, but yeah, he sent it over to me like a month or 2 back. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. You guys can check it out and support him and all of his projects. It'll all be linked down below. But yeah, this device is very, very cool, and just very happy to be able to use it today. But yeah, guys, another thing I also want to talk about was just like the 2016 era in general. You know, 2016 wasn't just the year that we got the rose gold iPhone, but it was also the year that, like, we got Pokemon Go, we got that Drake album called Views. There was just a lot of interesting things that happened in 2016, which is why I think from like a music standpoint, from like a social standpoint, I think a lot of people just really enjoyed the summer 2016. So I think it was just like a really interesting era that I'm sure a lot of people my age might be able to relate to. Maybe if some of you guys are older or younger as well, I'd be interested to know. But for me personally, I was in high school in 2016, and it was just a pretty interesting and fun time. But I'd say for the most part, like, if you guys want me to make a video called Wake Up, It's 2016, I think that would be a pretty cool video. It would kind of just be about the iPhone 6s and iOS 9. I think, you know, the summer of 2016 is kind of like the whole essence of the video, so it would focus mainly on this device since the iPhone 7 didn't come out until like September. But that's a video that I kind of want to make, and let me know if you guys want to see that. I would love to make that video sometime. I know I haven't really made a video like that in a while, but let me know if you guys want to see that in the future. And another thing that I just really wanted to say, guys, is like that 4.7-inch display on this thing was literally like the perfect size. Like, putting it next to my iPhone 14 Pro, like, I can see how this device has a similar footprint to the iPhone 6s that we have over here, but like size wise, I think the screen size of this is really what mattered, and like, it was honestly the perfect size. Like, I don't really know if phones should have gotten bigger than what they were back then, but holding this thing today, even just like looking at this little home button here, like, it has a rose gold ring around it, and that's the type of attention to detail that I really appreciate from Apple. But anyways, I'm going to stop ranting about rose gold. Let's just talk a little bit more about what other color options Apple offers as well. And now I think a good way to kind of end off this video is just to talk about just the different colors that we've gotten over the years. You know, with the first ever generation of the iPhone 2G, we had like that black/silver two-tone color, which was then followed by that famous piano black on the iPhone 3G. And then we got that white color with the 3GS, and then Apple finally rolls out a gold color for the 5S, and then rose gold for the 6S, and so on. But I think another really cool color was jet black for the iPhone 7. That was a pretty nice color to have. But I think overall, you know, it's cool to see that Apple has experimented with many different color options, and they kind of experiment with different shades as well. One of my all-time favorite colors, I think, has to be Sierra Blue. It was like the best color in my opinion. I think that came after rose gold. It's more of a recent color, but I really like Sierra blue. I think it was kind of cool. It'll be nice to see that come back as well. But one thing I did want to show you guys, sorry, this is a little awkward, but I do have my iPhone 14 Pro right over here. This is actually my daily driver. Like, this is the phone that I've been using every single day for like the past year or so. And you know, it's perfect. I really don't see a need to upgrade at the moment. I think it does everything that I needed to. I would, however, love to maybe downgrade to the iPhone 13 mini just because Apple stopped making that device, and I kind of just miss smaller iPhones. But this thing here has honestly just been perfect for everything that I need to do. So iPhone 14 Pro, I approve. I'm not saying that the iPhone 15 Pro is a bad phone by any means. I think it's a great device, but I didn't really value titanium as much as I would have, because I would much rather see like rose gold come back over titanium. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to stick with this for now. Maybe I'll upgrade to the iPhone 16 once it comes out, but we'll just have to see what kind of features it actually ends up having at the end. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just really glad that I was even able to make this video on this rose gold iPhone and kind of live back like the flashback to 2016. And yeah, time really does fly, guys. It's been almost 10 years. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.